when you look at the world that's out there now with the depression, anxiety, the conflict we have in the world, what's the solution?
In today's world, what I see is a disconnect.
People are desiring the ability to connect.
It's really important to cultivate a climate where students believe they belong.
The more opportunities that we can put people in a room with one another, have conversations, to communicate, to learn about others, there's a common dignity, a common thread that runs between all of us.
We play a role as a K-12 institution in ensuring that the students who we are sending off in the world do treat others with dignity.
We have the most prosperous economy in the world and the highest level of depression, anxiety, and suicide. I said to myself, why? 88% of all people in this country feel they work for an organization that doesn't care about them. So why would we want to educate kids to get a good degree, get a good college, and get a good job when there's 88% chance they're going to be part of an organization that degrades their dignity, not intentionally, because we're taught to use people for our success, not care for people for our success. I'm Bob Chapman. I have the privilege of running a global organization called Barry-Wehmiller. We've got over 12,000 team members. What we realize in this journey is that business could and should be a force for good in the world. What is leadership? The stewardship of these precious lives of people that walk in our building who simply want to know they matter. So we're really trying to model the behavior in this company, but bring our learnings into primary education and secondary education, because we think it could solve the issues we have in the world. Charlotte Latin is our pilot program, and we're working with the teachers, the trustees, and the families to make sure everybody's part of creating a caring community. So we're just beginning to bring human skills from kindergarten to 12th grade to blend with academic skills so we can live in this beautifully diverse world and enjoy the beauty of diversity, not see it as a point of conflict.
Do one more. Japan is another country in Japan.
We recognize that the world is a diverse place.
Where is the United States when I live in Japan? Yes!
It's really important for students to learn from a very young age, when they are at that most open part of their life, to start building that foundation of being curious about others, learning that everybody is different but also the same, and we're connected. In kindergarten, we've started a unit called Passport Pals, and we learned this tagline: that's not weird, that's culture.
We're focused on those micro activities, those micro behaviors that you want to see each and every day, whether that's learning how to collaborate, thinking about thinking, which feels like it would be obvious, but you actually have to train and understand what it means to listen.
As a parent, I have always thought having those leadership skills of communication and listening and the willingness to work with someone else are so important.
And then it'll dry out. This will dry out really quickly, but then we can make it a herb. And then we want to leave the flowers, right?
We want a culture where they feel as though they matter. What I love about the leadership program is that it actually provides a framework. There's an intentionality about it that allows us to have important conversations about mattering and about belonging.
In order for us to create communities that care for one another, you have to recognize that everybody is bringing an experience. Everyone is bringing their own history to the forefront. Dignity is as simple as saying hello. It's as simple as giving eye contact.
Everyone's good at different things and they have different passions and interests. Creating this opportunity for them to lead in the things that they believe in and allow everyone to have spaces to talk about what they want to talk about and express what they believe in and express their passions. I think that really creates a world where everyone feels equal and feels heard and feels like there's someone who's listening to them and they can feel seen.
I used to think my purpose was just to always get good grades. I feel like that's also what I thought success was. But I've realized now that purpose is kind of how you are as a person and what you are able to give to people and what you're able to give to your community and what you're able to just give to the people around you and the world that you're going to be growing up in and living throughout the rest of your life.
see them going into the world, and instead of being single-minded about what is best for them, they will use the lens that we have given them to recognize that success for them actually means success for others.
Our founding fathers felt we needed an informed citizenry to have a democracy. That was the foundation of the American education system.
Make sure we're communicating, right? Use those skills.
Today, it has evolved to a skills factory. Workforce readiness. How about life readiness? You obviously need academic skills, but do you have the human skills? Education is so broken because it is founded on academic achievement, but we don't create human skills. How do we take them on this journey so when they graduate, we can look them in the eye and know that we have taken this precious child of someone and we've created the human and academic skills so they can live beautifully in their family, with their friends, in their community. And they become the light of hope that goes out into this world.
I think we have to start teaching these leadership qualities more intensely. I think it's why social and emotional learning and mattering are significant steps in the type of society we want to create. I think a lot of the times they've been called soft skills, as we may call them, but they're not soft skills. They're truly essential skills. They're necessary for us to actually have flourishing communities for good.
And if we can build a culture where people feel that they matter, where people feel that they belong, imagine what a legacy we will leave.
What our education system needs to give us in this journey of the time we have is we need to prepare people to become citizens of the world, to share their gifts in a way in which they care for others and try to create a world where everybody matters. If you change education, you will change the world.